It's Matthew here in Kingston, Jamaica. I am here at the only organic market in the city with none other than Marianna from Marianna's Kitchen. You can watch our previous video below trying some amazing vegan, ITAL vegetarian food. Anyway, I'm here and going to be exploring this market and some of the places where Marianna gets her ingredients, which can be very unique, very different, sometimes very difficult to find, and yeah, see what is on the menu today as she shops for her amazing restaurant. So let's catch up with Marianna.
So I always get questions on where I buy all the food curious ingredients, and basically I go to many different places, and I think this is a great opportunity to show some people where I actually find the ingredients that I use in my daily changing menu kitchen. So to start, we are at the only certified organic farmers market in Kingston. It's in beautiful Hope Gardens. It's called Ujima Farmers Market. That happens every Saturday. So it's a small, quaint little community with beautiful produce. It changes each time you come. We may find interesting things, we may not. It's very weather related, and we just got hit by some crazy rains recently. But usually here you'll find superior quality produce, a lot of heirlooms. I'm really interested in heirlooms especially. And yeah, and we're gonna start. And it's every week is just an adventure hunting for ingredients. So this is part of that kitchen work.
All right.
that I go through.
Is there anything specific you're on the hunt for today, or is it really just to show up and see what's going on?
No, that's how my menu is decided. It's just every day. Just whatever the market has is what I work with. Gracie is one of the lovely vendors here, and she has all of this is organic produce. So this is what would be available, you know, what the earth has given today.
Right.
So some of my favorite things with her is this turmeric pepper sauce. This is really good. And then you remember you did a video once up in the hills about, and you featured Comfrey.
Yes.
The Knitbone.
Yeah, that's supposed to fix your wounds and broken bones.
Right. So Gracie actually makes a Comfrey salve.
Whoa.
So that ties back to the video that you shot.
So like a balm for injuries.
Right. So I actually sell this at the kitchen also.
Okay.
But she'll make comfrey salve, so it's all natural, because that's other things you'll find here. It's not just like produce, but all natural. Like she'll make moringa powder, which of course is very good for you.
The moringa is a popular one, and the moringa seeds too is a popular thing, right?
Yes. This is the leaf.
The leaf all.
This would be the leaf, and then you
powdered.
can just this is the leaf. She makes moringa, all organic moringa essential oils.
Okay.
So everything here is high quality, and then the nutritions you would get way more nutrients. So what's in season now? You know, you have.
I've seen a lot of okra, like some places at the side of the road with tons of okra.
Right, okra. You have a lot of starfruit.
Yeah.
Starfruit is very swinging right now. Locally, it's also called jimbalin. In other places, it's called carambola.
Yeah.
So this is Betsy. This is Gracie.
Basil?
This is Malabar spinach.
Oh.
So this is, locally people just call it spinach, but it's Malabar spinach. And technically, it's not even spinach.
Oh, yeah?
But people just call it, over the years, it's everywhere in the world, people have just called it spinach. But it's a vine. And the flavor is a reminder of spinach.
It certainly looks like spinach. You could have had me fooled.
And then this is the arugula. So in Jamaica, the arugula looks a little different.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
I'm used to little
bigger,
fine arugula that I grow at home.
So in Jamaica, it's a bit more, it's a bit bigger, but same great flavor. Same great flavor. And you don't find it as often as abroad.
Okay.
This is Whitehall Farms. So Julie and her family, this is their farm out in St. Thomas.
Okay.
And I've been buying from them for a few years now. So I want come and see. So there's a bit of a crowd, as you can tell.
And what's this one? This looks like bitter melon?
Yes, I grabbed these because these are the last ones.
Oh, nice.
So this is bitter melon. Are you familiar with bitter
I am
melon?
familiar,
Okay.
yeah.
So also called fuga.
Okay.
And this is the Chinese variety, because there's an Indian one that looks a little different, and we might actually see it at the Indian. Come. at the Indian spice stores.
Right.
So yeah, so all of this just beautiful tasting produce, different juices, sweet and not sweet, and grapefruit. The grapefruit that is sold here is some of the best tasting grapefruits you'll get in Jamaica.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's like sweet, floral, very, very juicy. It doesn't have like that unpleasant astringent taste. So yeah, so I will be very. So the reason why I'll go to different places is because I'll know that, you know, someone has the best grapefruit. Someone has the best, and I'm very peculiar with all of that. And then of course you have sorrel.
Oh yeah,
which
sorrel
is,
season.
Yeah, sorrel. I mean, culturally, this is really in season right now. Sorrel is very good for you as well. It's pigmented, so very rich in antioxidants and very high in vitamin C. So anyone who complains about flu season, that's
Drink your
sorrel
sorrel.
is there for you.
Oh.
So not many people grow purple sweet potatoes here. And I remember the first time I cooked it at the kitchen, it was kind of like a novelty, but Julie does, a few other people do. It tastes different from a normal sweet potato, and obviously from the color you can tell that it's very healthy and good for you. Anything that's darker in color, the more colorful your diet is, the better off it would be. So purple sweet potatoes, these are Java plums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes, I've just had these. I found them in Florida actually, walking around the golf course in Miami.
Yeah,
and I'm like, hey,
tropical.
I've seen them in Indo before too.
Yeah. So it's it's actually coming from that side of the world.
Yeah.
That's where it's endemic to. So hold on. So
love
I'm gonna
these,
grab.
yeah.
I'm gonna grab. So you've tried them before?
Yeah, I've tried them in Indonesia. I forget what they call them, jambu or something like similar like that.
Jambu. And it'll just, I mean, if you burst it, it's already stained your fingers.
Yeah.
It's already stained. You can actually even, the liquid from this, you can do like watercolor paintings from this. Because that's another field I'm interested in, is how to use natural dyes, you know, for painting. And some people don't like it. I love it. These are a bit sweeter. And it's very good for you. I use it for salad dressings. Desserts, it's great in desserts. And of course you can juice it.
Yeah, I was by the Miami airport, whatever the golf course is near there, and walking around, and it was covered in these trees. So I was scooping them up, knocking them off the tree, getting a free meal. Kind of tart. They almost remind me of the Jamaican apple, or the Otahiti apple texture. Are these ones popular in Jamaica? Because I actually haven't seen them for sale many places in Jamaica.
They're not so popular, and everyone keep calling them Ribena, but they're actually Java plum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're tart, and it's something you have to acquire the taste.
To me, they kind of taste like the Otahiti apple or the Jamaican apple.
Yes.
They kind of have that same texture.
Yes.
Yeah. But really, really nice. Yeah, I've had these a lot in Indonesia before.
Yes, they're from actually Indonesia.
Yeah, and they're just such a beautiful taste, juiced, or I like them. Like
yes,
yeah.
we do make the juice sometimes.
Nice.
Yes.
And then you can see how it like steams.
Oh yeah, you could totally just
So
make.
that's where I kind of got the idea of you could paint with
Yeah,
it,
totally.
because it's like a watercolor.
Yes.
I'm gonna take this. Can I just do the tour and then come and play?
no
Because
problem.
It's just a little after 9 here, but the market is packed. There's a lot of people, and it seems like if you snooze, you lose. If there's something you're looking for, it may be gone if you're late. So show up early. Potatoes.
so this, I make hummus with it. You can just roast them and eat them. You can, I mean, anything. You can make puddings with them, pies with them. But I do make a hummus with it, and that's quite popular. So I'm actually gonna get some, so I can make some for next week.
Mixed with chickpeas still, or you can exclusively use the.
So okay, so I'm gonna tell you. Are my teeth purple?
No, it looks good.
Oh, okay. Because of the Java plum. So I'm going to, for the first time ever, I'm going to share a secret. So I make hummus and people seem to really enjoy it. And I'm obviously from that part of the world. And I do believe in tradition, but I do believe in creativity also. And I actually never use chickpeas in my hummus. I use sweet potato. And I found that the sweet potato in Jamaica, because it's different than the sweet potato abroad. It's not orange here, it's like yellow, white fleshed. And it just makes the greatest hummus for me. And then I use tahini, of course, cumin, coriander, olive oil.
I know your other secret though. You said orange juice instead of lemon too, right?
That's in the baba ganoush.
Oh, that's
in the
different.
baba ganoush,
Okay.
but I actually don't use chickpeas. And I've always said, when am I going to actually tell people that I don't use it? Well, I guess people will find out through this video, Matt.
Secret's out now.
Yes, I'm gonna get ice. I'm gonna come back for these, okay? Things here will just smell different also. And that's why you're seeing this crowd, because I think people recognize and appreciate that the proof is always in the pudding. You know, you're organic, but you're gonna taste it. You're also gonna taste it. And I do want to say, the more people grow things with care and understanding and love, and harvest it at the right moment, the more everyone's food can taste better. Because if you're picking something that's too young or too mature, and and the flavor it doesn't do a favor for anyone, and you're also not respecting the earth that way. So everything here, like everything, just just smells good. It tastes different from anywhere else.
So this is the orange, which is to me always funny in Jamaica because they're...
This is tangerine.
Tangerine, okay.
So this is hyper seasonal.
Oh,
Hyper seasonal.
look at that.
Maybe like, I don't know, I probably see it just 1 month in the year. This
Yeah.
is hyper seasonal.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I don't think I've had tangerine here. What I was saying about even the oranges, they're not usually orange. They're usually green, unlike the oranges that we see from Florida that are always those orange. Tangerine exclusive, my first Jamaican. It just explodes when you bite into it. It's so juicy compared to a normal tangerine. Oh my. That is just a shock to the taste buds. Boom! Citrus blast.
I'm going to see Betsy, who is one of my other regular suppliers. Betsy is really, really, really wonderful. So we've had a relationship since the kitchen opened, actually, and she's really passionate about heirlooms. So I remember the first time we met, she brought like yellow wax beans and different turnips and different greens that you don't really see here, and she's really passionate about that. And her produce is beautiful, and you're gonna see a lot of starfruit because that's the season. The rosemary, I mean,
Huge rosemary.
just
It's like a tree.
yeah, but
Oh, it smells so nice.
it's quality.
Yeah.
It might just be rosemary, but you're getting quality rosemary here. Red onions, local red onions. This is a rare sight in Jamaica. The local red onions. Yeah, that's quite a rare sight because a lot of them are imported.
Okay.
The marigolds. So because these would be organic, you could also put them in tea because they're edible actually.
Okay, I did not know that.
Marigolds are edible. You can make like a balm with them. They're very good for skin also.
The flowers are edible, or the whole thing? Mm.
Yeah,
Marianna,
yes.
there is a fruit here you have to try. You may have had it. Clementine.
Oh, yeah, that's what we've been snacking on. Oh yeah, I'll take so tangerines, but these are a bit different. So even in the citrus family, you have all these, differences. Tell me, what's the name that you use?
It's called Ong Choi.
Yeah, this is a lot in the Chinese. Oh, wow.
That's brought me this morning. She's actually
Ong
Chinese.
Choi is what you call
Ong
it?
Choi.
Okay, this is a typical Asian green, so we'll see it in some other places. And this, like no one will be growing or selling endive, curly endive.
Okay.
But it's also called escarole. So everything goes under different names in plant world. That's what's always fascinating. Yeah. So Betsy's the only person, to my knowledge, who's growing it and selling it in Kingston at least. So that's why I'll come here, because I know like the purple sweet potatoes, the endives, the broccoli. It's very hard to get local organic broccoli. So she has, and she also, so it's through Betsy actually that I get the leaves. So the broccoli plant, we always just eat the flowers. We even toss out the stems. But the whole thing is actually edible. But so with Betsy, she'll supply me with the leaves. She doesn't have them today, but these little leaves that grow off the broccoli are very nutritious. You can eat them like kale raw. You can cook them like spinach. Very, very nutritious, and that's been something that we use at the kitchen, the broccoli leaves. And yeah, people love it now. But at the beginning, it was a bit,
You're like, oh, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? The broccoli leaves.
Okay, so you can buy all leaf then if you want.
This is the broccoli leaf, and stop throwing it away and eat it. This is so delicious. Even the stems. I have so much in my hands right now. Even the, I actually have a little bag. Even the stems, what we do is we chop it up finely, and then we stir fry it with some like just onions, garlic, peanuts, grated coconut, and it becomes like a whole dish. So yeah, so we have to stop throwing.
No, I'm saving this to cook when I get home because customer didn't want it. They're like, take it out. I'm like, it's edible. I'll cook it.
Just remember everyone that wants me. And then this, you see, like you'll find varieties of kale that you don't find, that you just won't find elsewhere. So it's just beautiful. Like for me, what I want people to admire. It's just this was picked at the right stage. This is not too young, this is not too mature. The leaves are at the perfect, they're tender. It's not too bitter because it's been sitting in the soil for too long, and it's not too, it's just perfect. So it's the love that you find here that really draws me to the market. So like I said, no one's gonna sell broccoli leaves, no one is selling purple sweet potatoes, no one is selling certain varieties of kale. Even the flat leaf parsley, if you ate this, it's just gonna taste, everything tastes gorgeous. It's quality. Like I'm very passionate about this thing. And organic of course, but quality, just like respect the whole process, and don't pick things out when they're too young or when they're too old, just to kind of make a few bucks, because that affects the whole food chain. And it's also nutrients also. Yeah. It's also nutrients, and I think a food culture really starts, from the earth and the farmers. They're the starting point, and then chefs will take it and then they'll create with it, but it starts with the farmers. So this is a good standard here to show.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
I'm Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Good to meet you.
Allison.
Well, this is all produce. You have that, and I'm produce, and then you have produce over there.
See, lots of soursop. That's in season, right?
Yeah, and then there's
And turmeric. I see a lot of turmeric now.
Yes.
Is it in season now?
No, not really, but I've been managing to grow turmeric for the entire year.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
So we sell a lot of turmeric. Turmeric is one of my specialties.
Great.
So we sell a lot of turmeric.
I had some amazing turmeric-based lemonade actually.
Yes.
Out in Portland. It was so good.
Yes,
Yeah, it was amazing. Turmeric lemonade from Ital-ish, which they knew you too when I mentioned you. Yeah. Yeah, Danny. Yeah.
And then we have the original pawpaws. Unfortunately, this one. These are the original Jamaican pawpaws.
Oh, okay. They look kind of a different shape than some of the pawpaws that I see. They're more long, right?
Right. Those are what they call agriculture pawpaw, the longer one. But these are the original pawpaws.
Okay, so they grow a completely different shape even.
Yes.
Yeah, because you always see them much elongated.
Right, and then we have the small ones, they're kind of elongated, but I don't have those today.
Okay.
But usually we carry that also.
So cool. I don't think I've even seen them like that before.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've encountered this before. This is chocolate.
Yes.
So I sell them in the pot like this, and then I also sell them I have chocolate balls that are made from these. This is the start. The chocolate balls are the end.
Nice.
So you can just cut this open and
you can eat
You get the nice fruit
the
inside,
white fruit,
yeah.
but also you can put the seeds, the chocolate seeds, in a smoothie. It gives it a great flavor.
Oh yeah, if you just blend it all up together, yeah.
The seeds seems like they're tough, but they're not actually tough.
I guess because if they're not dried yet, they'll just come right off, yeah.
And so you can put it in the smoothie. You can also use it to make chocolate chip cookies. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do with it in this form before it's fermented and roasted to make the chocolate ball.
Nice.
So I'm always amazed at how much of these I sell.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. Oh, and then these are what we call bumpy bananas.
Oh, this is a new one. I have not heard of the bumpy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one here, the only thing about it, you have to allow it to ripe really well, or else it has a little stain to it.
Okay.
So once they ripe really well, they're not really sweet like Gros Michel, but they have a little tart and a little sweet to it. So these are usually, people really like these here.
I haven't heard of bumpy. That's a new one for me. And I've
Yes.
tried a lot of bananas in my life, different
Did you
kinds.
ever have the black man banana or the red bananas?
I've had red ones. I have not had black ones.
Well, they're the same color.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But people call them by different names. And usually we have, I don't think we have any today, but usually we have the burro bananas.
Okay.
Those are great while they're green, and they're great while they're ripe also.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I don't have any of those today. Chapman, we don't have any bumpy burro banana.
We're not having a board today.
Not today. Okay, maybe another day. That's why you got to come here every week to make sure you
Come
see
here
what's
every
up.
week, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Allison.
So usually one of my other big sellers is turmeric, but today I don't have any.
Is it ginger?
Ginger.
Yeah,
the
ginger. I actually will buy my ginger specifically from here
Yeah.
because it is exceptionally good, and I'll buy them with if they're a bit young with the pink.
Yes.
With the pink.
You
So
can make those, you know that pink ginger that the Japanese use?
yeah,
You
the
can
pickled
use that.
ginger. Yeah.
Put some beetroot in there and make the pink ginger when they're young
instead
like
of an
that.
artificial color.
Yeah, you can do that. Put the pink ginger, the beetroot in there, and the young ginger with the little pink tip, and you have some really.
So I was actually hoping we could see some young ginger here.
No,
Because I wanted to show you. So these are not so young.
no, these are not the best ginger.
But
that I
but I guess so. If you see a pink,
At the
a
tip?
pink or a purple, or sometimes it's even like bluish
yes.
tip. So I know a lot of people who will not take that because they think it's spoiled or it's like rotting. But that's actually some of the best ginger you can get because the gingerol content is usually higher than in the very mature ginger.
Okay.
So I'll drink that in my morning shots because I know I'm getting more gingerol.
Yes.
And the flavor tends to be a bit milder
Yes,
also.
it
It's
is.
like
not
sweeter.
as
and
burny
milder.
or spice, less
Yes,
spice.
always,
Yeah.
always. Well, it's not always. It depends what it is you want to do, or what you're, because this will dry and then it'll become ground ginger. So every stage of the ginger is important.
Yes,
But
that's what I do when I have like this, because it's actually not ginger season yet until later in the month. Ginger usually is reaped in December and then replanted by June. It runs on the same growing cycle as turmeric.
turmeric.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I say, I've been able to grow turmeric all year round. Yeah, and I do lots of different things with turmeric,
and the leaves, I use the leaves of ginger leaves and turmeric leaves. I actually learned that from a lot of Asian cuisines, and it's very, very, very. It's so fragrant.
Oh, really?
Oh
What
my
do you
gosh,
do
the
with that?
ginger leaves, I'll pick like the young tender ones and then just slice them very finely, throw them in a salad, and it just adds,
Really?
it's like mint or cilantro, it just adds a burst of freshness. And then the turmeric leaves, I'll add them in like coconut curries. I'll just let it infuse in there. And sometimes it's very peppery, and sometimes, because I like astringent and peppery and bitter, sometimes I'll also just slice it and throw it in a salad. and it's very good for you. So every part of the plant, yeah.
What's this one called again?
Those are lemons.
Lemons. Yeah.
These are lemons, so just a
Yes.
different variety than I'm used to seeing.
Yes,
Yes.
in Jamaica, lemons.
They have the
And then
bumpiness.
there's some like this I call the ugly lemon.
That's how I think I heard about when I was a kid, the ugly fruit. But it's a
But
citrus
it's not
same
this
way.
one.
Okay.
But these, you find them like this, and then you also find the pretty ones too. Yeah.
They're all pretty to me.
But
They all look good. I love the
yeah,
lemon.
but these are great. This time of year, it's really
Yeah,
the-
citrus.
yes. It's interesting how in the summertime you get a lot of sweet fruits, and then in the wintertime when you need vitamin C, you get the grapefruit and the lemon
And the sorrel. Well, the sorrel is it's not as wintry, but yeah, more of those astringent. Oh,
and
look.
this is what's the
Yeah.
inside of
There's
this.
the chocolate for people.
Yeah.
And then you can just eat
You can
that
eat
one,
this,
the white part.
and then you
you can
can
make a juice out of it, like soursop juice also.
yeah, and you can make a parfait.
Okay.
Yeah, because parfait is layered. You can layer with this, with chocolate, and with I don't have chocolate and mommy. You layer them. You put a little bit of jelly water and a little bit of the jelly meat and blend it out. And so then you put this on one layer, then you put the cream in the middle, and then you put the mommy fruit. You should be here when there's mommy fruit.
I've
Yeah,
never had
in the
mommy fruit. There's another
summer,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Every time I'm here, I'm learning more and more stuff. So
Yeah.
And this is what I was telling you in the car about just learning, that obsession with learning and coming. The more places you go to and the more regularly you go to them, the more you're going to see new things, the more you're going to have conversations. Like, people here are also very knowledgeable about their produce, which I appreciate. Because for me, that's a sign that they really understand what they're growing.
yeah.
And you just learn something and you leave and your mind is like, wow.
Just like
I
I
just
learned about the
learned-
learns.
Right.
Yeah,
So you
because
just learn
turmeric and
something each
ginger,
time.
their leaves die down. When they're ready to be reaped, the leaves just start dying down. So, if you don't know, people try to water them and bring them back alive, but they're really ready to be reaped.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and I also I thought about it when I was in the car. I also do a lot of herbs, and I do tinctures also I do ginger tincture, turmeric tincture. But I didn't think about it, I'm rushing.
But like every Saturday it's different.
Yeah.
So every Saturday is like a new class here. yeah. That's what's wonderful about cooking.
Master class.
I always whenever we get carrots, I always go and try to look for those because it's just nature.
Style carrot.
When you see carrots like that,
Right.
you know they're grown
Right.
by a farmer, because those real pretty carrots.
Yeah. Or the funniest thing that I find is when they sell them as baby carrots.
Yes.
But they're just big carrots shaved down into a shape.
Yep.
I'm like, what's the point of this?
Baby carrots are
Yeah.
convenient.
And they don't even last long, and they get wet and kind of slimy in the
Slimy,
bag.
yeah.
I said, yeah, just give me some real food. All right, I see some dill.
Dill and fennel. No, not that. So Betsy sometimes sells the fennel bulbs, and I'll just buy the whole plant and just use this in the salad and roast the bulbs. And
Nice.
so so not a lot of people, like I said, not a lot of people.
This
are-
looks like French thyme,
French thyme, yeah, correct.
which is tarragon. Okay,
French
nice.
thyme is also known as Mexican oregano or Cuban oregano, and it's very drought resistant. Hey, it's very drought. So if you just rub it and smell it, it's delightful.
Tastes very minty to me. When I have it in a salad, I taste more mint than thyme like. Yeah.
This is actually one of my favorite herbs, tarragon. So I've been starting to see it a bit more recently in Jamaica in recent years. More people selling it. And this is one of the most elegant herbs, in my opinion.
Would you call
Tarragon.
it sort of milder oregano, or how would you describe it?
It's like licorice, fennel, oregano. It's not milder to me. It's actually more pronounced. But so like I said, so you'll find things here that were not so common maybe 10 years ago. That and people's palates are changing, and their palates are changing, and people are becoming more and more food curious, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
It's a
Stay
good
food
thing.
curious,
Yeah,
just like
that's
your
a
slogan
good
of your
thing.
restaurant, right?
So that's some fresh herbs, and then we still have so this is more the arugula.
This is the one that I would grow in my garden in Canada that I would grow regular. That grows like a weed. It takes over the whole garden.
Yeah, this is yes. And then the eggplants. This is a very specific
so cute
variety. So these sometimes people call these Indian eggplants because they're so common in Indian cuisine.
Okay.
So when people ask me where did you find that, you know, I found it here or I found it somewhere else. And so kale, peppers. Pear season is just coming to the end now. It was like in full swing a month ago. Okay. And you just eat a pear every day because it's so. But this is like the last. Oh yeah.
Ooh, what's in this bag here?
You're selling purslane? Yeah. Wow. I'm definitely getting some of this. Are you familiar with this, Matt?
I feel like I have this. Does it grow much smaller and tiny as well?
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Because I have something like this that grows in my garden, but it's much finer. Like maybe it can grow smaller. So this is an older, nice, thick one. Yeah, because I believe this kind of grows like crazy in my garden too. But I haven't seen it this big. Like that is thick.
Yeah, so this just grows like a weed, basically.
Okay.
And I believe it's from the same family like cactus. I believe it comes from the same family as cactus. So I grew up in Middle Eastern cuisine. This is a typical ingredient in fattoush salad. And it has a very like crispy, juicy, sweetish flavor. Yeah. And I know that it grows out here, but not many people sell it. So again, that's the joy of coming here because I know someone is gonna notice these things and sell it. So this I will be getting some of this. I'm gonna come
for the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
This I will be getting.
Yeah, the red stem and then the kind of thicker leaves. That's how I know it.
And then some people cook it, but I find you should just eat it raw. To me, and it's very, very nutritious. This
is the pink ginger.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna add this also. Hey, so let me show you.
So you want that?
Yes, please. Yeah, the pink tip. Is that pink ginger? We're just calling it pink ginger. So this. Hey, so when you see this, when you see pink like that, or if you see, I'm gonna show you like pink. This is a younger ginger, and it has higher levels of gingerol, which is the active compound with all the health benefits.
Okay.
So this is good if you're doing like ginger shots in the morning. If it's strictly for health benefits, the pink ginger. Well, the one with the pink tip.
Got it. Ginger hacks.
Right, and if you want to just cook something with a milder flavor, the ginger with the pink tips is better. If you want something with a stronger flavor, wait until it matures a little. Okay. So we found it.
Yes.
The only bag.
Score.
The only bag. Oh yes.
See on Marianna's bag, it says "Food Curious." See right there.
So I've actually been working with a lot of heirloom peppers this year, and you obviously have Scotch bonnet.
Yeah.
And then you have peppers from all over the world, and this one is called Chocolate 7. So it goes under many names, but that's one of the names, is Chocolate 7. And it is a heirloom pepper from Trinidad.
Oh.
Trinidad and Tobago. And this one, the flavor of this is incredible. This is one of my favorite peppers. And again, not many people are going to be growing this or even really using it out here.
So it looks similar to a Scotchy, but a very different color.
Yeah. And when you cook it, I know when I cook it, it's like the kitchen starts to smell like chocolate at first. The first thing you get is just like chocolate everywhere. And then it turns smoky. And then when you eat it, the flavor is just, it's full-bodied. It's like a spicy chocolate. And one of my favorite peppers right now is this Chocolate 7 heirloom pepper.
Great name.
So, yeah.
Chocolate habanero.
Chocolate habanero, okay.
So this JP would be June plum, G guava, S sorrel. What is this? Oh, cantaloupe, lovely. Tamarind. What's the aid?
Lemonade. It's a lemonade, but it's pink because we put a little sorrel in it.
Which one would you recommend? Because I love.
Like everybody loves the lemonade, but this is 100% juice, so it's like no sugar, no water.
Good, okay.
But
Perfect.
people love lemonade.
I'm gonna take which one? I'm gonna.
You
take
try the cantaloupe.
And there's more on the other.
No, I
Is
kind
there
of
more
want
on
the.
other
So we have passion fruit, June plum.
Have you tried June?
I love the.
cherry
I might try a real
tamarind juice.
June plum or a tamarind. Which one would you recommend, June plum or tamarind?
I love June plum.
Okay.
But tamarind, people love tamarind. too.
I'll do a June plum. I'm a
You
huge
like
June
June
plum
plum?
fan. I think they call it golden apple some
Yeah,
places.
definitely.
And then I'm gonna take.
So you have your June plum here.
Sorry, yeah, the vegetable that you.
Ong Choi.
Oh, okay, okay.
Take it from me.
Oh, thank you.
Really lovely.
Thank you. So this is the Ong
thank
Choi.
you.
Elaine made it. Yeah, she made it. With
Who made it?
A customer, but she was
Oh.
telling her how to cook it with the fermented soy tofu.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, that's fermented tofu.
Really good.
Which one is this one again, Marianne?
Ong Choi.
Okay.
She has it in the bag. You can show it to me.
This is the escarole, actually.
No, that's it. Yeah.
I didn't get any Ong Choi from you. Oh, what is that?
Ong Choi. Yeah, and she
Ah.
cooked it with fermented
like,
soya.
Mmm. That is really, really nice. I don't know what to compare that to. Kind of like spinach stem, but still the crunch remains even though it's cooked very nicely. Very tasty.
You want another one for the drive back? 'Cause these have ice.
They're ice.
in them, so
Maybe
you just
maybe I
cut
will
them.
do the tamarind one then. Tamarind for the road.
Okay.
Love the
You need them
tamarind.
in a bag?
Yeah, tamarind is such a cool one because it can be sweet, it can be so sour, it can be everything, right?
And then
Thick.
I know there's a turmeric tamarind one
you
you
have a
guys
bag
do
or you
also.
need a bag?
Mine was
Oh.
like full. I have to. Oh, that's a turmeric tamarind.
Yes,
if you
actually.
wanna try
Ooh,
something
that one I
different.
will try. Look at the color
and
on
it
that
has
one.
cane juice in it.
Oh,
It's sweet with
Yeah,
cane.
Look
that's-
at that
that's
one.
Like, that's very good for you.
that's the magical thing
changes-
about the turmeric. It just changes the flavor so much.
Yeah, every time I come here, I'm like, I'll just look, but then I end up.
Food, so it's hard.
Yeah, and it's just the
hard to just
produce
look
is so beautiful.
Do you need a hand, Marianna?
It's also, yeah, I'm good. I remember
You good?
I also, yeah, but Julie, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Okay,
Thank
have
you.
a good one.
Everything is just so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful and so this is like
Hands full.
my hands are full, but for Comfrey salve, Gracie, and for honestly,
That one's
her-
good for injuries, right? Or what do you use it for mostly, the Comfrey salve?
Pain. It's
Okay.
very good for the relief of pain,
Okay.
but it's known also to heal broken bones.
That's the one that I heard about.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's really fantastic.
As a skateboarder, I think I have to buy some of the Comfrey one before I go. I usually have some kind of injury that needs some pain relief, so how much for the Comfrey salve
Okay,
there?
well you have it in 3 sizes. This one is 1.6,
Okay.
this one is 2.5, and this one is 2.8.
Maybe I'll do the small one.
Right.
Give it a shot. Yeah.
Yep. One of
Yeah,
my
it's
pepper sauces.
really, really good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's very, very flavorful.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be sure to link you down below in the video. I appreciate it. Nice. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Gracie.
Nazareth Naturals.
Yes.
All right. Bless up. So Marianna, you have your hands
Yeah,
full?
I have everything, and I want to kind of like find a place. I wanted to just show everything I found.
Okay, so we're gonna try our juices. I mean, just look at the color.
So cane, tamarind, turmeric.
Wow.
So 3 super foods. Actually, I don't even like the word. I don't know why I'm using superfood. 3 like super ingredients in the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got the June
And then
plum.
I got the cantaloupe,
cantaloupe,
actually. So this is the whole fruit blended. It's not like a juice, it's the whole fruit. And this is June plum.
Okay.
Yeah. I love cantaloupe. Not a lot of people like it because it's tricky to find like a... You never know if it's going to be sweet or flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
But this one smells like very cantaloupe-ish. And because there's no added sugar, you're just getting the flavor, the actual flavor of the fruit. It's
So refreshing. And the color on that, you can tell, you know, when you get the really pale one and it doesn't really taste like much.
It's really nice. Yeah, really, really, really nice. I'm a fan of cantaloupe. And I usually, like I said, I usually mix it with lavender.
Cool.
And I love that combination. So cane juice, I think, you know, a lot of people fear sugar today.
Yeah, yeah.
But cane juice in moderation is actually really, really good for you. And it's as I was referencing Ayurveda, which is an ancient Indian kind of holistic system. If you drink it first thing in the morning, it detoxifies the liver. So it has certain compounds that help the liver to stay healthy and do its job properly. And one of the big responsibilities of the liver is to detoxify the body, amongst other organs that we have that do the same job. So yeah, cane juice is really good. It's very rich in potassium. If you put cane juice, if you apply it on your skin, it has some acid in it. I forget the name. But if you apply it on your skin, it's very like a tonic.
Oh yeah.
It's very good for skin health. It's also, instead of buying some commercial energy drink, you know, like whatever, I'm not going to quote names, cane juice is way, way, way better for you. And
it doesn't make your heart explode.
No.
Like some
With the
drinks.
caffeine.
Boom.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a great energy booster.
All right, let's give this one a shot. I still can't get over the color. It is so pretty. All right, this is tamarind, turmeric, cane. Whoa, that is so refreshing. I find tamarind has a really earthy taste to it.
Yeah, the turmeric is an interesting.
Yeah, earthy taste, and then that really matches well with the tamarind. And I like this tamarind. I like sour over sweet, so tamarind for me is great. Because often when you buy the tamarind balls, they're so sour. They put so much sugar in it to make it work. That's not really for me. I like the sour aspect of it, but it's like just perfect, icy, perfect on this hot Jamaican afternoon. It's not even afternoon, it's still early in the morning.
Yeah, and it's hot.
And the Java plums?
Yeah, I'm just here munching on my Java plums. Which is like, my whole mouth must be, I like to munch on them.
I find the Java plums, they give you an interesting texture in the mouth, like almost a fuzziness feeling. It's kind of a numbing effect almost.
It's an astringent.
What does astringent mean exactly? I need to learn this word.
So astringent is like a type of flavor. So you have like sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and then astringent is an actual type of flavor.
Okay.
But it's not like the difference I would say between astringent and bitter is that astringent leaves that kind of carpet feel in your mouth. Yeah. It's different. Bitter is more like, I don't know, astringent is more just, it cuts just like that and it just dries up your mouth. So this is astringent.
Gotcha.
And then the jackfruit, which is sweet now. So I just love the jackfruit that Julie grows. It's not quite, in the summer I find jackfruit to be super sweet. And then in the winter, it's a bit less sweet.
Jackfruit's one of my favorites. I just love the kind of gummy, chewy texture of it. It reminds me of a gummy candy.
It is.
And I love the sweet. Like, I know people cook with it when it's savory, which I do like, but something about the sweet.
Oh yeah. But when it's young, we cook with the young jackfruit. And it doesn't have a flavor, it's just texture. Nice. And then you add anything to it and it'll pick up the flavor.
Talked about jackfruit many times on the channel, biggest fruit tree in the world.
Good. It's not too sweet.
Yeah.
Like in the summer, they're ridiculously sweet. I actually like it like this.
Yeah, when they go so ripe that they start to turn soft a bit, it can be sickeningly sweet almost if you don't have a sweet tooth like me. But that's.
Some people don't like the smell.
I don't mind the smell at all. It's not like a durian or something.
Some people can't tolerate the smell, but I like it. Yeah. And then the seeds are great also.
Yeah, the seeds, I need to experiment more because I've tried to cook up the seeds and they're supposed to taste like peanut. But when they're underdone, they taste horrible and I've had them underdone a couple times.
Oh yeah, you have to cook them through.
Really cook them.
Yeah. Yeah. So next Saturday will be different.
Great place, super friendly vibe, all kinds of great stuff, unique stuff, hard to find, rare, delicious items. Just got some cool Comfrey stuff for injury since I'm always injuring myself with the sports I like, and she gave me a nice free hot sauce. So yeah, Nazareth Naturals, that was so kind. And Marianna has a full on.
Right, so what I found, okay, so again, like, yeah, so basically it's like every day of the week I have to look for things. So the purple sweet potatoes, you're not gonna find that. It's very hard to find out here. Local, organic, the endive, the green endive, also escarole.
All right.
So this, some people cook it, but this is honestly too nice to cook. This is great in salads. This is my, this, when I see this, I have to always buy it. Always, always. And then purslane, which is a highly ignored
Weed. They consider it a weed at
yeah,
home.
it is a weed.
Yeah.
This is highly ignored, but grows out here. Grows out here, and it grows very easily, and it's delicious. Just like use it raw in salads, and you know, we should be eating this stuff a bit more often. We got some very, very in season tangerines, clementines, grapefruit. So these grapefruits are from Betsy, and Betsy has some of the best grapefruits. Like some of the best grapefruits are from hers. We got Java plum. So all of this is for your immunity in the winter. Nothing is random in nature. Some herbs, the last of the in-season pears, the Comfrey salve, juices. You know, it's a beautiful initiative. It's small. It's not this, we're not talking about a coronation market or a Papine market, but this is where I'm gonna find. I can find them at Coronation Market also, but I have to look at like 3,000 vendors to find purslane, whereas here I already found it. Or I have to look at 3,000 vendors to find purple sweet potato, but here I found it. So for me, this space, like the love, the care that they put in the produce, the knowledge, I think that's something you really noticed is just how knowledgeable all the vendors and the farmers are. And to me, I respect that greatly when you're knowledgeable about what you grow. And just the flavor and the quality, and it's something different each Saturday. Something different each Saturday, and you keep learning. You keep learning, and that's the food curious life. It keeps your brain stimulated while you eat healthy things and while you move and get some sunlight and lift some weights with all the produce. And that's really the food curious life. It's a great way to live. I mean, to me, I think so. To me, it's a great way to live. Whoop.
Amen. Okay, so just click the link below. You can follow Marianna, and we'll put a pin on the map for this market. So if you're in Kingston, Jamaica, don't miss out.